Hey, what is going on, fellow justice seekers? We are back in the courtroom and the trial will continue. Excellent.
Objection!
What? How dare you? Okay, what's he got to say for himself? Oh, just violence.
Could it seem churlish of me to drink from my hallowed chalice moments after raising an objection? Only to crush it in disgust. Pray forgive the discourtesy.
What?
It seems I must retract my earlier remark.
What do you mean?
I mistakenly credited those jurors with intelligence by describing them as insightful. Yet we have just witnessed them falling for a cheap trick performed by an Eastern entertainer.
Hey? Whatever do you mean? Hell yeah. Slap that desk. I haven't tricked anyone. Everything I've said is the truth.
Indeed, stalwart juror number 5 was undoubtedly repairing the road, as he claims. I believe you said it was a good 2 yards of the pavement which you had excavated, sir.
That's right. Took me the whole day and they paid me a measly tuppence for it. Oh man, he got dicked over hard.
Now, my learned Nipponese friend, tell me, do you have any notion of the distance the 2 yards represents?
Ah, yeah, good point. Well, if I'm honest, I don't have a clue, no. 2 yards is a little less than 2 meters. Less than 2 meters? That's not much at all.
In other words, a distance readily vaulted by anyone of moderate vigour.
Yeah, but if you're just walking around reading a book...
Would you not agree, my stalwart friend?
Hey, me? Well, I can't say you're wrong now. What? No, don't change your vote.
And did you perchance erect a sign to prevent pedestrians from passing the site of your works?
Damn, did they do that back then? Hey, I wouldn't dream of it. What a waste of time. No coaches would have had a hope of passing anyway, and we'd just turn any gentlefolk back when they come. Kids just jump right over us all the time.
The accused is no gentleman, as far as I can see. I have little doubt, however, that he could spring over a 2-yard trench in his meanderings around town.
Ah.
Is that true? Is it?
What? What is that? Okay.
The incontrovertible truth is that the books just purchased by the accused were found at the scene. There could be no doubt that on his way back to his lodgings, he walked down Briar Road.
Ah, because that's where they found his receipt and books. Damn, that is a good point. Ugh, crushed in a single sentence.
And, old man...
Cold man, you can talk.
You say that at around 5 o'clock on the day in question, you slipped and fell on Calabash Road. Pray, was there a suspicious-looking Nipponese behind you at the time?
Oh, I can't say as I remember. You don't remember?
How about a wager, my learned friend? You say it was this old man that the accused saw. But I would lay 1,000 to 1 against you being able to prove it.
Hell yeah, I like those odds. He shot us in the heart. Oh god. Order! Explain yourself.
My lord?
If you had such a trenchant argument up your sleeve, why in the world did you not proffer it during the summation examination?
I wanted to give this young foreign student the sightseeing experience he no doubt came for. I wanted him to see for himself how the opinion of the jury is so readily swayed.
Ugh.
But my hospitality has its limits, and they have been reached, I feel.
What's he doing? Oh, yo. He wasn't a vampire?
So, my learned friend, today's sightseeing tour of London is now over.
Well, no point in changing his voice this far in, right? What are you talking about?
My lord, the prosecution requests permission to call its next witnesses to the stand.
Okay, let's get this case started for real.
Granted. Bailiff, bring forth the witnesses.
Plural? It's next witnesses?
Do you not remember? We've been told on several occasions that there were eyewitnesses to the incident.
More than one? I thought it was just like one cop or whatever. Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember one of them being a Scotland Yard policeman, no less.
I'm afraid that's likely to be the prosecution's next witness.
Oh man, is it Gregson or whatever his name is? That would be awesome. Alright, no matter who Van Zieks brings to the stand as his witnesses, and no matter what they say, I believe in my client. I know he's innocent. And I'll keep believing until the very end. Until this battle is over. Alright, fade out. What? I was not expecting these guys. What an interesting tune.
Witnesses, please state your names and occupations for the court.
What the hell sort of voices are these guys gonna get? Weird. Is he asleep? Constable Rowley Beat, sir. Nothing to report on the street, sir. What? Is he narcoleptic?
And I'm Mrs. Beat. Patricia's my name. I'm proud to say that I'm this young town hero's wife.
Rowley. What's the story here?
Well, in truth, we've not been married long. In fact, we celebrated our first anniversary only the other day.
Rowley, can you wake up? You're on trial here. No, it was your husband I was asking about. He seems tired.
Hardly surprising. Whilst being an honourable occupation, patrolling the beat is the most demanding work in the world.
Oh, really? I'm sure I've heard that before, actually. Oh yeah, because they have to light all the street lamps and stuff as well.
Indeed, apart from rare days off, our gallant officers trudge some 20 miles a day, you know. They patrol boarding houses and pubs, collect taxes, survey the streets, check that meters are reading true, and they're responsible for keeping the streets clean and lighting and extinguishing our streetlights.
Damn, they got to sweep the streets as well? That's way too much. Yeah, exactly.
There are a number of items on that list that don't sound much like policing duties at all.
I wouldn't just be falling asleep on my feet, I'd have collapsed long ago.
But it goes without saying that a policeman's primary duty is the apprehension of criminals. Even when he's off duty, a constable is expected to investigate and resolve any crimes on his beat.
Oh man, no days off. It's pretty damn exhausting.
For the London Bobby is a man of honour.
Okay. And a man of slumber. Well said.
On the day in question, this man and his wife were walking down Briar Road in the opposite direction.
So what does that mean? They were going up towards Meershart Street, I guess.
And they witnessed the incident as it occurred. Is that not correct?
That's right, sir, isn't it, Rowley?
Oh, you better wake him up, love. Constable Rowley Beat, sir! Nothing to report on the streets, sir! Oh, they just fall asleep again. What a great witness he's going to be. Is that their testimony?
Very good.
Oh, here we go.
I'd like to hear your formal testimonies now, please. You will tell the court exactly what you saw on the afternoon of the incident.
Yes, sir. Weird. What witnesses saw? Okay.
It was our wedding anniversary, and Rowley was taking me out for a meal. There was no time to change after work. Anyway, two silhouettes appeared out of the fog on the pavement in front of us.
Oh man, she got stars in her eyes.
All of a sudden, one of them just collapsed on the floor. Then the other scattered something before running off. We ran straight over, of course, and then went for help at a nearby police box.
Hey, Doctor Who style, nice.
It was definitely that Japanese man in the dock. Rowley and I both saw him as clear as day.
But I did say it was a bit foggy that day, right? Man, the judge looks furious.
Well, this is extremely compelling testimony, I must say.
Oh dear, this policeman and his wife are claiming to have positively identified him at the scene. If their testimony is true, the alternative course of events that you established in the summation examination will be quashed.
Damn.
It's death knell, in fact, because that alternative was never viable in the first place.
Okay.
What an unfortunate bechancing. And on your wedding anniversary too.
Oh, I know. But I still managed to go out for the evening with my man. I thank the Lord for that.
No, not religion, come on.
Gosh, the life of a London bobby sounds very hard indeed.
Indeed. However, this cross-examination will be over in minutes. You may well have time to rest this afternoon.
Oh yeah, it is his day off in fairness. What do you mean by that? That's damn good hydration.
My learned friend, the witnesses saw the face of the man fleeing the scene. They are testifying under oath that it was without doubt the accused. And one of these witnesses is a policeman, no less, so you appreciate the gravity of the situation, I'm sure.
Except that the man's so tired, his wife has to do all the talking.
Enough preamble. Counsel for the defense, commence the cross-examination, please.
Yes, my lord. Okay. Better get the safe to save, because it's cross-examination time. Speaking of saves, aha, about halfway. We like that. What the hell? That's like the time when a compass came up. You learn something new every damn day. Okay, that doesn't seem important, but potentially we can press everything. Okay, so silhouettes. But then later on clearly saw. She actually mentions the fog here. What evidence do we have? Okay, stab wound to the back here. Wait, there was more! Unconscious. Only one stab wound. Running away. Wait. Wait, was he sleepwalking? It doesn't say anything there that the wife saw. Weird. Let's press it.
Hold it.
Two silhouettes. Okay, and we can actually do the old lookaroo, just in case. What's it got on her face?
That's right, they were coming towards us, walking up Briar Road in the opposite direction.
Wait. Oh yeah, I suppose you would be opposite each other, but yeah. She's saying opposite a few times here.
There was a rather plump figure, followed by a scrawny, thin-looking man. That does sound exactly like the victim is pictured in this print, and like him.
Damn. Oh man, he got her good. Yeah, unfortunately it does.
And you're certain that at that time there was nobody else nearby?
The snowman, I'm telling you.
Oh yes, quite certain. It was dark, but there are streetlights on Briar Road, you see.
Damn it.
There was nobody else around at all. Isn't that right, my darling?
He's just going to say the same thing, isn't he?
Huh?
What? Ah, yes, that's right. Of course, there was a light fog on the ground, but Briar Road is dead straight, and you can see a fairly long way down the pavement. And then there's the street lighting as well. I didn't see any other pedestrians.
Before sleep takes a firm hold, your answer, please. Are you quite sure of what you've just said?
Yes, sir. As a copper who spends all day every day keeping watch on the street, I'd swear to it, sir. I'm as sure as my love for Patricia is sure. Oh, Pat. Oh, Rolly. What? He woke up so in love. They're still maintaining there was no one else around other than the victim and the attacker. It's starting to seem like that must be how it really happened. Oh yeah, potentially the juror, you know, the wobbly-cheeked lady. Was it the house would have been full of smoke at that point so that she couldn't see out the window? Something like that, from what I vaguely remember.
It's beginning to seem like there's nowhere to run.
Well, that didn't stop him, did it? He fled the scene all too convincingly.
Thank you. I believe we have a reasonably clear idea of the situation just before the incident now. What happened in the crucial moments that followed?
God damn, that was a massive tangent. All of a sudden, that might be important. Hold it. Scattered something. What do you mean?
Oh, well, I couldn't quite make out what it was at the time. But then when we got closer, we realised what it was. Didn't we, darling?
That's such an awful way to wake up. What's he chewing on the helmet strap? What? Ah, yes, that's right. It was some old books.
I see. Old books.
Yes, sir. The culprit has dropped a number of them, all around where the victim lay on the pavement.
Indeed, as clearly pictured in this photo.
Oh, yo.
That rotten Japanese man did that when he did the deed.
Hey, that's slander. He's not rotten. Let's not forget that it remains to be established that the defendant was indeed the attacker. But we saw him. It was the man in the dock without question, sir. The mustache, the hunchback, the cat-like eyes, the taut mouth, the snub nose, everything. Damn, that is pretty harsh on the old description there. Any more insults you want to throw in?
That's right, he looked down at that poor defenceless woman with those terrifying, intense eyes.
He does have freaky eyes, it's true.
And then suddenly threw his books onto the pavement and ran away.
Who knows? What? So, let's assume it wasn't him that did it, just because we're defending him. But yeah, if he's just walking around with his head in a book, he just suddenly what? What just fell down in front of me? Oh my god, it's a woman with a knife in her back. Run! Fuck the books! So yeah, potentially quite a natural reaction there. I see. This is tough. They seem as though they're telling the truth here.
May I remind the court that this unambiguous testimony comes from a policeman and his wife. Now please continue.
Yes, sir! Okay, potentially that's not important. Hold it! Surely you wouldn't have been able to see his face by the light of the gas street lamps, would you?
We absolutely could. Us Londoners have exceptional eyesight, I'll have you know.
Okay, she's getting a bit angry now. And he's still not awake? Right.
The light from the street lamps was more than enough. And my husband already told you that the fog was only light, didn't he?
Ah, yeah, and what of the fog?
We're famous for it across the globe, I believe. But it's an absolute menace to those of us who have to live with it, of course.
Yeah, speaking as a bearded man, it's awful walking through fog. Like 5 minutes later, your beard's just drenched, and it's like, what? What happened?
Oh, it is. When it's thick, you can't even see the hand at the end of your own arm.
Yeah, that's pretty cool when it's like that. But it's rarely that bad. Yeah, alright, I'll take your point. Now, could you stop shaking your husband about?
The constant fog makes our eyes very sharp, you see. That's why we can tell you for sure and certain that it was that little Japanese man we saw. Can't we, darling?
He finally wakes up?
Yum.
What? Ah, yes. It was the accused and no mistake. Okay, yeah. Any more insults? Unmistakable, sir! As far as this couple's testimony is concerned, there can't be any question. It was him they saw running away from the scene of the crime. Okay, sounds like we have to get at this from a different angle. So that's it, is it? That's their entire testimony.
What do you think?
Well, I hate to admit it, but on hearing the testimony, it really does seem as though they saw what they say they saw. What? On a seesaw, baby! Him running away from the scene on Briar Road that day.
Yes, I feel the same.
So if that's true, where does it leave us? In here,
The members of the jury are sure to call for a guilty verdict after this testimony.
Oh no, then what do we do?
If Kazuma were here...
No, don't make me sad now. What's the point in that? I'm trying to focus. What are you trying to say?
I think he would try to find a contradiction somewhere else within their testimony.
Yeah, so we'll try that fourth point, and then I guess the first. What do you mean somewhere else? Okay.
Their statement about seeing him is unequivocal. Calling that into question won't help. But if you could identify some other part of their
Yeah. Discredit them! Oh, right.
Put simply, we must focus on finding a discrepancy. If we don't...
Game over. Ugh, why do I always seem to be so up against it? That's video games, baby. Okay, don't worry about that. Oops. Got that. Yeah. Is this the truth? Was it your husband who went to fetch help?
No, I went. I may not be a police officer myself, but I am the proud wife of one after all. Isn't that right, my darling?
Pull the cord, listen to him talk. I asked her to go. I was off duty by that point, and half asleep, but a Bobby's never truly off duty, of course, so I felt obliged to stay and guard the scene.
Very laudable. Preserving the scene of a crime is a task of considerable importance.
That's why I sent Patricia, you see. I told her when to find the right police box. Wait, the right one? Forgive my ignorance, but what do you mean exactly by the right police box? Depends on the crime's location, you see, as to who deals with it. Where the woman was stabbed wasn't actually on my beat, so I told Patricia to wait to the police box for the beat the incident fell under so she could
go and report it.
I ran there as quickly as I could and asked for help from the Bobby on duty. There is nothing more potent than a young couple in love, working together, you know.
And thanks to your swift response, the case was quickly resolved. The actions of two model citizens.
Not if they've stitched someone up. Oh, please, you're making us blush, isn't he, darling?
What's he gonna say? Yes, sir. What Patricia said, sir. No, that's just... No, you can't just say what she said in court. Let's move on, shall we? Okay, so they haven't actually changed much of their testimony yet.
Hold it!
I guess it's got to be this. If it's not this, then I guess we just have to start emptying the pockets and seeing what happens. No time to change after work, you say. Are you also a member of the police, miss? Yeah?
Oh no, sadly not. It's a job for strapping young men only. Women, children and the elderly can't even apply.
Damn, bit harsh. I wonder what year female police officers did start being allowed to... well, mine's gone completely blank. Just do the job, I suppose. Get hired, however you want to word that. That'd be interesting to try and remember to research after this. Well, I think you can probably see why children and the elderly can't do the job, can't you?
I think Rowley looks ever so handsome in his uniform. It suits you down to the ground, doesn't it, darling?
Don't wake him up to be like, yeah, cheers for the compliment. Oh yeah, I do look good. I just finished my beat. Pat and I were heading back to the station. I was actually planning on getting changed there. Is he talking in his sleep? This is creepy.
Oh no, Rowley, I much prefer you in uniform. Sometimes I don't recognise you when I see you in plain clothes.
Weird.
Oh dear, that doesn't seem healthy.
Kindly adhere to the point. You were going for a meal after you had finished your beat for the day, correct?
That's right, sir, yes. Although I was fit to drop, to be honest, after spending the whole day on my feet. But pleasing as my life, sir. As long as I'm the proud owner of this, I'll serve my city and my queen to the end. Aha, some new evidence. What's that now? My warrant card, sir. Proof that I'm a London copper. It has the noble founding principles of the force written on it as a reminder to all us policemen of our sworn duty. To patrol the streets of London town and uphold the peace of the common man. Sir, and as for such a noble cause, I cover 20 miles every single day without fail and without a grumble, because I know that the plodding of my boots is all Londoners need to hear to feel safe and secure. Good spirit. So, fighting crime doesn't appear to come into it then. But sir, just on that one particular day, I was looking forward to celebrating my wedding anniversary. She puts up with a lot being married to a bobby like me. I wanted to show my dear wife how much I care. Oh, Pat.
Oh, Rowley. Oh, what a charming couple. Their young love is such a joy to behold.
If a little over the top, perhaps?
And then kindly describe what happened next.
Wait, did that not get... Oh, here we go.
Mr. Lawyer, sir, can I ask you something? Yeah, because that didn't get added to the testimony.
God damn, if we had just pressed in order, we would have actually just been flying by with the old progressionometer. But unfortunately, that's going to have to be it for today. So, we'll see what she wants next time. Oh yes, of course, what is it? This better be good, damn it. Righty guys, if you like the looks of any of these suggested videos flooding your screen at this very second, check some of them out, and more importantly, let me know what you thought, because you know I love that justice feedback. If you've missed any of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles so far, then catch up. And of course, guys, the main thing is, I hope you're well. Thanks for watching, and see you again next time.